Aganma Jyotihi.
One.
Aganma Jyotihi. Aganma Jyotihi. Amruta Abhuma. Aganma Jyotihi. Amruta Abhuma. Abhuma. Bhamaha prana. Aganma Jyotihi. Amruta Abhuma. Yajurveda 8.52. Yajurveda 8.52. Aganma Jyotihi Amruta Abhuma. So there are two important things. One is Jyotihi, another one is Amruta. Jyotihi in the usual sense, it is light. Light, luminescence, brightness, okay, anything. But in the spiritual sense, in the Adhyatmika sense, light means knowledge, true knowledge. And Amruta. Amruta is a state of eternity. Relatively eternity. That is beyond the cycle of birth and death. That is Amruta. Mruta is Mring Pranatyage. Mring Pranatyage. That is to die. That is to be in the birth and death cycle. Amruta is the opposite of it. No death, no birth. Beyond it. That's what we call it as the state of bliss. Moksha, mukti, salvation, nirvana. There's so many names of it. In the first place, Aganma, we shall reach, we shall seek, we shall move towards. That is Jyotihi, towards that light. Then we shall be in Abhuma, Bhu Sattayam. Aganma Gamalra Gatau, Bhu Sattayam to be. And we shall be in that state of Amrita. In that state of Mukti, Moksha. Now here the very important thing that we have to understand is the close relationship between the right knowledge and eternity. The right knowledge and Amruta Sthiti. The condition of eternity. That is very important that we have to find out. Of course, we are all searching for that eternity. We are all working for that moksha, mukti, salvation. Because it is such a wonderful state of great experience of peace and bliss. And it is an undisturbed state. I need not pass through the cycle of birth and death. That's the state. And I'll be in that state relatively for eternity. Relatively. If I consider my human span of life as maybe 100 years or 200 years or 300 years, now this condition of being in moksha or mukti or salvation, it is in crores of years. So relatively, definitely it is eternity. Forever. Now the relationship between right knowledge and that state, a state of peace and bliss which you are searching for, is so close and is a prerequisite. Without that, it won't happen. In many places in Veda, they stress on it. That achievement of the state of eternity or the state of mukti or moksha is only a product of right knowledge. Only the product of right knowledge. Now, the very first thing what we learn in the right knowledge is whatever you know has to be implemented, right action. Without right action, right knowledge is incomplete. Mere right knowledge will not take us to the goal. Right knowledge is a roadmap. And to travel towards it in that route is right action. So we have to concentrate on both right knowledge and right action. And we have to take that path of light, Jyoti. Dyudhyutau, that's the root. Dyudhyutau, that which shines, that which is bright. So we choose light. We love light. We seek light. We move towards light. Aganma Jyoti. As a result of treading that right path, right knowledge, right light, the result is the state of peace and peace, which is forever, eternal, eternity. Without right knowledge, we cannot think of the state of eternity. Not just knowledge, it's the right knowledge what we need. And how do you get it? It's very simple. Vedas are there to guide us. When I say Vedas, it is not restricted to any one nationality, religion, caste, creed, gender. That we should be very clear again and again. It is for all human beings. Any human being who is searching for that eternal peace and bliss, yes, Vedas are open to that person. No restriction whatsoever. He can get the guidance, he can get the right knowledge, and that person can adopt it and go for right action and achieve the goal. And how much time it needs, it depends upon their seriousness. They're very serious, yes, it will happen fast. If they are not very serious but casual, yes, it takes its own happy time. But knowledge and right knowledge is a must to gain that state of eternity, to gain that state of mukti, amritatva, amrita abhuma. To get it and to stay in it. It's not just getting and touch and go. It's not a touch and go. We have to be in that state for a long time. That is really our search. That is really our goal. So when you have got that right knowledge, it happens. How it happens? That's another process. The right knowledge, yes, it gets translated into right action. And as a result of that right action, supported by right thoughts, the soul becomes purer. The soul becomes stronger. That's the result of it. Immediate result. So a strong soul, a pure soul, has a capacity to experience that bliss and peace. It's not pure, it's not strong enough, though it wants that peace and bliss, even if it is given on a plate, even then it cannot keep it, it cannot experience it, it cannot be in that state. Abhuma, we shall be in that state. So it needs that strength, it needs that purity. Right knowledge, right action to strength of the soul, to the purity of the soul. Next, establishing ourselves for eternity in that state of peace and bliss or mukti or moksha. This is a process. Like in the first step, like in the last step. The intermediate steps we have to filter. Now we have got several mantras elsewhere which teach about this. For example, right action. How do you define right action? Okay, I said right action. Right thoughts, right light should result in right action. What is that right action? The Vedas have clearly defined it is nothing but the path of yajna. The path of yajna. What is yajna? Doing things in the best way. Fine. We'll be doing one or the other thing. We cannot keep quiet. And whatever we are doing, it should be done in the best way, and that is defined as yajna. So there is only one route, and that route is the right action, and that right action is defined as yajna. Right knowledge. How do you define right knowledge? Again, right knowledge is not subjective. Right knowledge is objective. Whatever is same for all, at all times, at all places, is worthy to be called as true knowledge. Right knowledge. It changes from person to person. It changes from time to time. If it is different for different places, it is not reliable. It's not reliable. Of course, local and timely changes are there, have to be made. But the basic principles which guide us has to be the same. It cannot change. Little here and there at a surface level may change, because every place is not the same. Every season is not the same. Every person is not the same. Some peculiarities are there. Fine. We shall consider those peculiarities and change a little at the surface level, but it should not be, repeat, it should not be against the core, against the basic principles. In tune with that basic principles, some localized, timely, and personalized changes will be there. But they are all at the super level. That's all, superior, superfluous level. They are not deep. The deep things are the same for all. What is that? You call it as humanity. Humanly way of life, humane way of life, humane thoughts. That's the right thought. Humane thoughts are same for all human beings. That's the important thing. Little changes at the superfluous level is okay. But we are not worried about it because it should not be against the basic things, basic humanitarian values. It has to be in accordance with it. Little changes is acceptable, okay. But we should take care. We should be alert enough. We should be cautious enough to see that it doesn't antagonize. It is not against the basic principles of humanity. That is same. And right knowledge converted into right action, that is yajna, which results in the strength of the soul and purity of the soul. And the final result is getting ourselves out of this birth and death cycle and being for eternity in a state of peace and bliss. Over. Aganma jyotihi amruta abhuma. We shall do this. We shall move towards that light. We shall take the assistance of light. We shall take the path of light and be established, be steadfast in that state of peace and bliss, which is called amrita. There is no question of death. There is no question of birth. We are beyond that cycle. Yajurveda 8.52. Aganma jyotihi amruta abhuma. Next one. Rayasposham. Rayasposham. Vishwam Ayuhu Ashiya. Rayasposham Vishwam Ayuhu Ashiya. Yajurveda 8.62. 8.62. Rayasposham Vishwam Ayuhu Ashiya. Rayasposham. Several times we have come across this word. It's not at all new to us. We are familiar with that. We are conversant with that. Raya is wealth. Posha is that wealth which nourishes us. Only that wealth which is earned out of our labor in the right path, yes, that can nourish us. Otherwise, the very wealth what we earn will be detrimental to our progress. Rayas Posha. Vishwamayuhu. Vishwam, Vishwar Vyapto, Ayuhu, the span of life. Let the span of life extend, expand, engulf the whole span. Thus, we shall live completely through our lifespans. Let there not be a shortcut in our short circuit in our span of life. We shall live our full life. That full is represented by the Vishwam. Vishwar Vyaptav. It says everything, it says full, which pervades fully. Ayuhu, span. Ashiya, Ashabhakshane, we shall experience, we shall have, we shall be bestowed with wealth that is nourishing and full span of life. Of course, regarding Rayas Posha, we discussed sufficiently. I don't go into the details. We have to be masters of wealth. This is where it says. We need wealth. Vedas are never against wealth. It doesn't always teach us sacrifice and renunciation. Of course, sacrifice and renunciation are part of life, is part of our spiritual progress. That's right. But it should come out of our own choice. It is not enforced. Until we get into that state, until we reach that state, yes, we need wealth for our existence. We cater to our needs. That's fine. But only condition is that wealth has to be earned in the right way. And we should be masters of wealth and not slaves of wealth to acquire wealth. Acquiring wealth is okay, but masterly way is required, not slavery. That's enough. Now coming to this span of life, we are given that span of life. That is in terms of the life of the machinery that is given to us. Now the span of life is not measured in terms of years. Okay, you are given 50 years, you are given 60 years, you are given 40 years. No, that's not the way. The way we are given that span of life is in terms of the usage of the instrument apparatus that's given to us. That's nothing but Sharira Indriya Manas. We are given a Sharira Indriya Manas which is capable of working, functioning up to a certain level. And this is not in terms of years. I make it very clear. It is capacity. The capacity of the Sharira Indriya Manas is fixed. Now the whole question is, the capacity of the Sharira Indriya Manas, how well we use it, how well we abuse it. That's the problem. A machinery with good capacity also, if it is not used properly, misused or abused, definitely the life of that machinery comes down. And the responsibility is the user abuse of it by the operator. But the same thing is under the supervision of a good operator who uses it properly, who maintains it properly, then the same machinery can be used for a longer time. That is, the span of life in terms of years is not fixed, but the capacity is fixed. Now the same machinery with the same capacity can be used for a longer period. When used and maintained, the same machinery can go to the seconds, becomes obsolete, becomes useless, unfunctional, if the operator is not handling it rightly. The span of life comes down. Now, the span of life being short or more, short or long, it all depends upon how we use it. But the capacity remains a constant. That we have to observe. Capacity remains the same. Its efficiency remains the same. It depends upon the operator as to how long it will be functional and how long it is usable. Vishwamayuhu Ashiya. Here, let me use this apparatus, let me use this machinery fully until it becomes Oran and Toran naturally after usage. Not by misuse, not by abuse. That is Vishwamayuhu. Ashiya, we shall experience, we shall have, we shall possess. Yes, such a span of life. And in the process of living, yes, we need some inputs in the form of wealth. When I say wealth, it doesn't mean only rupee coins or dollars. Not so. All that is needed for our existence. And what gives it? They all come under the purview of Rayaha. Right way, Poshaha, Rayas Poshaha. So we shall get all the paraphernalia what we need, all the life supporting things in the right way, and use them in the right way, along with the apparatus that given to us, that is Sharirindriya Manas. Let me use that also in the proper way. Employ it in the right way. Right employment of the Sharirindriya Manas will enhance the lifespan of the machinery. It's a machine. Sharirindriya is just a machine. How long it serves us? It depends upon the operator. Right. We shall be good operators. That is what is implied in this thing. Let me become a good operator, know it, and operate this machinery in a wonderful way so that we will make the best use of that apparatus that is given to us. We shall employ the full capacity of that machinery and derive benefit out of it. If I am not alert on this issue, knowingly or unknowingly, I misuse this apparatus and its full capacity cannot be exploited. So the span of life becomes shortened. Let me not do it. Vishwamayuhu Ashiya. So let me experience, let me use this to its full extent. Full extent. That's Vishwamayuhu. Full extent. Every moment is important for me. Because in that moment, if I do yajna, if I think right, if I talk right, if I do right things, yes, it adds to my benefit. Whatever I do in every moment goes on adding up. The result of my deeds in a positive way. If 1 moment is lost, the benefit of using that 1 minute in the right way, I miss. So every moment is precious for me and every moment I use it. How long? As long as possible. As long as possible. Vishwamayuhu. Vishwamayuhu. As long as possible, I shall employ every moment, every second of my life, so that the machinery serves me for a longer time. Vishwamayuhu, to its full extent. Rayas Posham, Vishwamayuhu, Ashiya. Ashiya is Ashibhakshani. Let me experience it, let me enjoy it, let me have it. The purpose of having all this, the very purpose of this human life is this only. Get things for your living, lead a simple life, perform yajna. That's what you saw in the previous piece of Veda mantra also, perform yajna, and make this machinery usable, functional as long as possible, and quit also. Quitting is there. Quitting is there. We cannot avoid that quitting, but we shall do it only at the end. Only if the machinery is really unusable. Even after using it properly, even after maintaining wonderfully well. Even then it's going to end. Even then the machinery is going to be scrapped. That's fine. But we shall not scrap it untimely. We shall not scrap it earlier. That's all I think. Vishwamayuhu Ashiya. It will not be scrapped unless it is complete use is made. This is Rayasposham Vishwamayuhu Ashiya. That is Yajurveda 8.62. Next one. We have been speaking again about Yajna. Same thing is continued here in Yajurveda 9.1. Yajurveda 9.1. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. Deva, the giver of all. Sarva Dhatri, one who bestows on us everything, what we need. Of course, not directly, but through a system. So he is Deva. Deva Savitaha. Savitaha is Shu Prerane. One who motivates is a Savita. One who motivates. One who influences, one who guides. One who shows us the right path. And inspires us to take that path. He is Savita. In a colloquial sense, Savita is called sun. That's the Adi Bhautika level, is sun. Or it can be considered as the rays of sun, which motivates us to get up and be active. Okay, that also we can call it as Adhidaivika. Adibhautika and Adhidaivika, it is a sun, which is inert. But in the spiritual sense, in the Adhyatmika sense, Savita is a Satchidananda, the God, who motivates us, who guides us, who inspires us, who influences, who prompts us to take the right path. What is the right path? Yajna. That's there. That's there in it. It says very clearly, Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. Prasuva, let it beget. Let it give to us. Let it be born. Let it be bestowed. Now let that God, let that Satchidananda, who is the master of motivators, who is the master of all our inspirations, let it bestow on us Yajnam. So let him influence us, let him motivate us to take the path of Yajna. Yajna is very clear. Yajna is doing things in the best way, with the greatest ideal. More selfish we are, more self-centered we are, it is not an yajna. More broad it is, more altruistic it is, as that is yajna. Every thought of ours, every word of ours, every action of ours can be altruistic, and that becomes yajna. And the benefit of yajna is manifold. When you do things with selfish motive, We may get results, we may not get results. But when you do it with an altruistic view, definitely we will be bestowed with the best results. How? It's very simple. The very moment we are into yajna, we experience that peace and contentment, that we are doing something good job, something which is worthy. So that very satisfaction is the benefit. That very peace of mind is the benefit for me when I'm doing a good job. Good job, again, we have defined it. Good job is that which is beyond selfishness, that which is beyond self-centeredness. It's a good job. That's the definition. The benefits are not only for me. The benefit is for the whole world around me. I'm part of it. I too get my share. That's okay. But it is not just for me. The benefit is not just centered around me and myself and my ego. No. That is right. That's good. That's it. So let that be influence me. Let that prompt me. Let that motivate me. Let me do that yajna. And let that God help me out in this case. Let me perform yajna, and let the benefits of yajna be gifted to me and everyone around. At the very time of performing yajna itself, I am happy and comfortable because it's not self-centered. If anything I do with selfishness, automatically I'll be tensed. Automatically I'll be anxious whether it will happen or not, whether I get it or not. I'm most of them worried about the result. But when I do it in a broad sense, when I do it with an altruistic mind, then what happens? Okay, it's my duty, I'm doing it. I enjoy what I do. And what I get, I'm not worried. If I do the right thing, I'm sure to get it. If not today, tomorrow, with interest, I need not worry about it. My only duty, my only concern is to perform yajna. Over. That very thought, that very stance of ours is peaceful, is without stress, is without anxiety. I'm never worried about the result. That's what exactly Vedas says. Work is your responsibility. Don't worry about the result. The system is like that. The system has been established by Sachin in such a way that your right effort will definitely be rewarded with right results. Why do you worry about it? Concentrate on working better. Concentrate on performing yajna. Kurvanniveha karmani. Yajivishe chatagam samaha. This is an Yajurveda mantra. We have seen that. Do your duties, perform your duties in such a way that it's my duty, I'm doing it, I'm enjoying my work. Over. Don't worry about the result. The same thing Krishna says in Gita, Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. And never worry about fruits, never worry about your rewards. Do good job. Involve yourself in the right job. Definitely you will get result. Don't worry, the system works like that. You will get your results perfectly. In just impartial results you will get. You need not worry about it. Your concern shall be to do the things in the right way, in the best way possible. Over. Full stop. That's all your responsibility. No anxiety, no tension, no uncertainty regarding the fruits, regarding the rewards. It will be given to you, don't worry about it. The system works like that. So have that confidence, have that faith in that system. Now please note, it is a double-edged sword. We don't do the right things also, in spite of your anxiety, in spite of your tension, in spite of your any disturbance, you will be punished. You cannot escape it. The other side is also true. You cannot escape. You do something wrong, you will be punished. Over. You cannot escape. And any circumstance in any life, you are bound to take that punishment. You are bound to experience that suffering because of your wrong deed. You cannot escape. Similarly, for right thing also, the fruits will be there. Absolutely no worry. So, instead of doing something wrong, instead of getting into something which is not right, you concentrate on, you be alert on taking things which are really beneficial. And benefits will follow. You can command your benefits, provided you act rightly. If you act rightly, your benefits you can command. In the sense, you need not be anxious, you need not get disturbed, you need not be worried, you will get it. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. So in the light of this statement in the Veda, that is Yajurveda 9.1. 9.1. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. Your whole concentration, your whole focus shall be on right thoughts, right words, right action, full stop. That's all. So that God will prompt you, will influence you, will motivate you to take that path of yajna. Let him and let me follow that path. I am only worried about the path and my action. The goal and the reaction, the result of it, it follows automatically. Without anxiety, without tension, without worry. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. So my stress, my emphasis is on right thought, right words, right action. Over. Benefits will follow automatically. The system works like that. And 100% what I deserve as a result, maybe a reward, maybe a punishment, yes, it will come. Nobody can prevent it. Nobody can escape it. That's the beauty of that system. That is the system which is infallible, which is without lacuna. No problems in that system. It is perfect. So this awareness in us will make us involved in right things, right actions, right thoughts, right words, and we deserve the right result. So whole process is getting that state of deserving, being deserving to get it. That's all the thing I have to worry. What I deserve, it will come. Deva Savitaha Prasuva Yajnam. That's my emphasis. Let God give me good opportunity, good motivation, good guidance, so that I involve myself in yajna. Over. Yajurveda 9.1. Ketapuhu naha ketam punatu. Ketapuhu ketam naha punatu. This is also same Yajurveda 9.1, other part of it. Ketapuhu ketam naha punatu. Keta, keta. 2 times you are getting. Ketapuhu ketam naha punatu. That keta has got a root kiti sanyane. The root of that keta is kiti sanyane. What does this kiti sanyane mean? Right knowledge. Sanyana is right knowledge. Right understanding of things. Realization of truth. Call it by anything. That is keta. Now this knowledge of mine is puhu. Puhu means pumi pavane. Purified. Filtered. Enriched. Now who does it? That is that Satchidananda. So he is Ketapuhu. Ketapu is one who purifies, one who enhances the internal quality of my jnana. Sanjnana, that is Ketapuhu. Let that God, let the Satyananda, Punatu Naha Ketam, Punatu purify my thoughts. Purification of thought is very, very important because that very thought gets converted into words and gets translated into action. That's the root for all my words and actions. When thoughts are not pure, automatically my words cannot be pure and automatically my actions cannot be pure. But if I concentrate on my thoughts to maintain it pure, yes, other things will follow. The same thoughts, the same good thoughts, the same altruistic thoughts, the same thoughts of yajna will get translated into my words and into my action. If my thoughts are not well, we cannot assure the purity of words, we cannot assure the purity of action. Ketapuhu ketam naha punatu. Let that Satyananda, who is the master of, who is the inspirer of all our jnana, who is the source of all our jnana, who is the purifier of all our jnana, let him purify my thoughts. Once again, I pray, he comes and purifies. No, such a thing will not happen. I have to open up, I have to be alert, I have to be diligent and follow every thought of mine and filter it. A thought comes to my mind, I have to analyze it. I have to review it under the light of truth, under the light of virtuousness. And it's okay if it passes the test, okay. I think in that line, I talk on that line, and do things in that line. That's fine. Not otherwise. Ketapuhu ketam naha punatu. If something is wrong in my thinking, if something is wrong in my jnana, what is to be done? Once again, I pray God, you give me that strength, what you have called as bhargaha. Where do you find that bhargaha? Gayatri mantra. Tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi. You give me that power of bharga. I'll hold it on to my heart. I'll keep it in me. I always remember, I always keep it active. So what does the bhargaha do? Whenever my ketaha, whenever my knowledge, whenever my understanding is wrong, whenever my comprehension is wrong, then that bhargaha will come to my rescue and burn it down. So burning out wrong thoughts, burning out wrong attitudes is purifying my thoughts, is purifying my knowledge. That is punatu. So the whole process, that is between the one who purifies our thoughts to real purification, what works is that bhargas. It's not here, it's elsewhere. But that has to be fit in here. How it happens, that process is that. Be watchful, be alert about every thought of yours. And pray God, who is capable of purifying your thoughts. How he purifies? He gives you bharga, over. That is a tool for you. Remember it always. I will remember that always. I'll keep it in my heart always. And exercise, employ it at the point of every thought. It is right? Yes. It is purified and is passed. Quality check is passed. If it is not pure, then this bhargaha will just burn it down. And that burning down of wrong thoughts is nothing but purifying my thoughts. Ketapuhu, he is capable of doing it with the help of bharga. And let that help me out. And let every thought of mine, every knowledge of mine be purified. Ketapuhu, ketam naha punatu. Naha is in plural. In Gayatri Mantra also it's there. Tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhimahi is plural. Dhiyo yo naha prachodaya. That naha is again plural. It's a concerted effort. It's a joint effort. We live together, we work together, we purify ourselves together, we talk together in the right manner. Because I'm a social being. I cannot be alone. I'm part of this society. And being part of this society, we are all striving for, we are all working for the same goal. Ketapuhu, ketam naha punatu. Of course, with the help of Bhargaha. That's a tool. That which is capable of burning down our wrong thoughts and bad thoughts, irrational thoughts, illogical thoughts. Yes, that power is called as Bhargaha. Let me hold on to it always. Let me keep it active always. It will check, it will pass, or it will burn it down. So this process is nothing but purifying of our thoughts. That is punatu, puni pavane. Ketapuhu, ketam naha punatu. This is Yajurveda, the same thing, 9.1. Okay, we shall be analyze this again and again. We shall understand this again and again. And we shall put it into practice. Apply it seriously. And see that every thought of ours becomes purer and purer day after day, moment after moment. And the result is very great. You don't get that result in any way out. This is the only way. And this result I cannot buy in the market. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. It has to be earned by our right thought, words, and action. That's the only way out. It cannot be gifted. Okay, I have it. Okay, you take it. No, I cannot give it. It cannot be transferred from one person to another person. Every person has to earn it by himself, by herself. So let us try to understand this and improve the quality of our thoughts, words, and actions. Of course, God is there on our side. We pray for its purification. If something is wrong, okay, immediately a warning signal will be given. And that warning signal says, you are on the wrong track, you are not on the right track. Be alert to observe that signal. Be alert to look into that signal and immediately change it. It's a red signal, change it to green and move fast. We reach the goal. What is that goal? Peace and bliss. That's what we are searching. Okay, thank you enough for the day. And we shall see many more such sublime and lofty thoughts that are enshrined in the Vedas and be benefited. And not only that, we shall also spread the benefit to other people around us and see that every one of us live a happy and comfortable life. Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರ್ಮಾ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.